and some breaking news coming in. Key sports such as hockey, badminton, wrestling, cricket and shooting have all been dropped from the 2026 edition of the Commonwealth Games that's going to be hosted in Glasgow, and that was unveiled as a pruned roster of having just 10 disciplines to keep the event budget friendly. Table tennis, squash, cricket, netball, road racing, even they have been axed in a bid to limit the costs and streamline logistics, given that only 4 venues will host the entire showpiece. Now, the total number of events at the Games will be 9, which is much less compared to the 2022 Birmingham edition. So that's the big news coming in about how cricket, table tennis, squash, road racing, squash have all been decided to be removed from the 2026 Commonwealth Games. Christine is joining us now. Christine, this would come as a big disappointment for the athletes, and India's medal prospects also being taken, having taken a massive hit with the CWG 2026 limiting itself only to 10 events.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You know, apart from the record that the Indian side has been able to maintain in the Commonwealth Games, remember that all of these teams concerned, be it India's shooting contingent, are the top 11 playing cricketers in the country. The hockey team, for instance, all of them have been in a brilliant form. So most certainly it's a disappointing piece of news coming in at the moment, Avantika. But not to forget how our medals also have come from the disciplines that have been removed. If we look at the past editions, shooting, of course, was one which perhaps was not going to return. So expectations were low on that front. But let's say hockey's exclusion is also, as per sources, this decision has been taken given the fact that the World Cup is also scheduled 2 weeks later. So the World Cup, Hockey World Cup is scheduled from August 15 to 30. So that perhaps could be another factor that was kept in mind in keeping hockey out of the 2026 edition. But like we've been discussing, this most certainly is a big blow to the medal prospects in our country. If we talk about table tennis as well, for that matter, if we go by the past performance of the tennis players, that's been one to look out for. So there was a lot of enthusiasm in players across table tennis forum. The badminton players, India, remember, up an impressive 31 medals, 10 gold, 8 silver, 13 bronze so far. And they were going to enter the 2026 edition as the defending champions. So a lot of disappointment really that come in with this big news. Shooting, like I said, we've been tracking the manner in which our athletes performed at the recently concluded Olympics.
Yes.
Not to forget the Indian cricket team's performance at the World Cup, bagging a gold for the entire country. So there have been performances keeping in mind why we were looking forward to this. So it's going to be disappointing, but the reason behind it all, of course, seems to be, an attempt to cut down on the finances that they have to cater to. They're keeping up with the budget-friendly edition, perhaps. Why all of this is being done, why certain approvals haven't been given is something that we have to still watch out for.
Indeed, a body blow there to India's medal prospects in the Commonwealth Games, with these important sports being dropped from the 2026 Commonwealth Games, which is going to be hosted in Glasgow.